got them hot butter right there. That's about a half a stick of butter there melted in that there seasoned. That's a well seasoned glass dish right there. And I got that water right yonder, and I'm going to use. Wow, that's hot. I'm going to use. Got that much. Yeah, it'll do. And you have to boil this for a while and let it set. And you know, rice is kind of troublesome cooking it, but it's worth it. You know what I mean? It's worth it. Just read the instructions on it. Just to be simmering that for about 5 minutes. Boy, it's going to be good. Okay, while that's a simmering, let's make that batter. The problem is, on the recipe in the book over is, boy, the oven's hot down there, about 360 degrees. We're going to bake this pudding. Oh, did I tell you what it was? A cherry coconut bread pudding. And I got them here. This is some. This right here is a. It's a English muffin. And what you do is you break these up. You know, just chunk them apart like this right here. You know what I mean? I think the original recipe on a bread pudding, you know, said to use old stale bread, but you know, I can't buy into that. You know, give me some fresh ends. You put them breads off in you know where that stick of melted butter was in there. You just put them breads in there, just rip it apart and even it out. You know what I mean? Don't make a mess of it at this point. Yeah, no. That's that right there. If you was by change for your bread pudding at this point to look like this right here, then go ahead and pencil yourself in an A. A plus even. Rices here are cooking. I'm gonna put a little more heat on them. So we'll let that cook, and she said we're going to make a batter. It's that cherry blossom time over there in Japan. So this right here, I'm entering this right here in most of the time about that cherry trees and stuff. That's them Maraschino Cherries right there. They good on their own. The batter for this cherry coconut bread pudding is 4 eggs. In bowl, 4 eggs. Them was them big old eggs too right there. Boy, I was proud to get them eggs right there. I had some cream of wheat on the standby. I was going to throw in a couple of handfuls of cream of wheat's what I was going to do. But in honor of that there Japanese cherry blossom festival, I mean they even have it up there in New York City. That's what we're baking tonight. And eggs and, you know, just your basic type bread pudding, you know. Eggs, and this right here is that cane sugar. You know, I like that cane sugar right there. And a couple of lumps right in there. It was 2 kinds mixed together. But that's, it's a couple of handfuls. You know what I mean? That's just the best description that I can give you. If you're writing down as we go along right here, if you're penciling in the ingredients, a couple of handfuls. Yeah, that's the best I can do. And, you know, on standby, as always, on the cinnamon on this time. You see what a big old pile of cinnamon there is? That's that Aldi cinnamon right there. vanilla. You got to have some vanilla in this. You know, sort of qualify, I think, in the big book up there. And this right here is that, well, it's the cheap stuff, you know. But you know, a couple of handfuls of that imitation vanilla. I mean, I can smell it right here in. I wish y'all could smell that vanilla, man. Now, on most occasions, right here is where we would pour the milk in there. But no. Coconut milk, and y'all see where it's done already? Got hard up there on that. Actually, it ain't hard. It's just, oh, that's some good stuff right there. That's the real stuff. When you get some solids off over in there, you know what I mean? When it's a running clear, and you get a couple of solids in it, oh, you know you got some good stuff then, man. But I'm gonna whoop this up right here, and there are occasions where I add a little bit more, and I think this may be one of them. But let's whoop it up and see what we got. You know what? As far as looks, I would say, giving you my own honest opinion, I would say as far as looks, this right here, it's good to go. But anytime you put sugar in something, you give it some salt. This right here, that's a coarse grind. I like it. I'm gonna go a little heavy on salt. You know, Japan's, but over it's beside the river over there, you know. So I would like at some point for someone when they eat this would recognize the salt flavor in honor of the sea off of Japan. I'm just saying, under normal circumstances, that would be good to go. Just as it is, but no. Remember the title? Cherry. Right here they are. That's a full jar. That's all of them. That's every one in one of them jars right there. That's every one that was in there. It was a 10-ounce jar. Put them cherries over in there, and oh, that good got better then. But no, let's get it better than that. Look at her. That's a full can of them there. That's them water chestnuts. And I diced them up, you know, made a foursome out of each one of them. You know, I cut them crossways and then over the under, twisted them around, and ended up about a 1/4 inch dice. And I think there was 1 or 2 of those water chestnut slices that didn't get diced. That's a good thing, because what I done right there in that can right there, them chestnuts come in. I drained that juice off of them cherries over in there, and there's 3 of them in there that's not been cut. They're whole. They're little surprises. So. And I think I need some more. I think I need some more liquid in here now, at this point, and also in honor of this Japanese cherry blossom festival, and coinciding up there in New York and other large towns. I think I'm just going to dump all this juice in here. Y'all see that? So that's juice and all, and we're going for the red color. Oh yeah. Flavor. Oh. You know, sometimes I surprise myself. I'll be honest with you. Okay, y'all see it? Y'all see that? Let's pour that off on that bread over there. This pan was sitting on the sideboard over there. And while I was running off at the mouth over here, it done already cooled down a little bit. And that, oh, that's good right there. But now what we need to do is pour that batter on here, get it leveled up here, and we need to pour that batter in here, kind of level and get the fruits kind of, so that everybody gets a fruit or two. And as always, just dunk them breads down underneath the batter. You want every one of them covered up with that right there. And we're going to bake this for 1 hour in a 360 degree oven. It has been preheating. You know, I don't have no problem with when I'm baking a bread pudding with preheating or not preheating. I go either way. You know what I mean? Well, I ain't on the fence. You know what I mean? I just go either way when it comes to preheating or just, you know, going in cold. You know what I mean? I'll go in cold in a minute with and just add a little more high temperature to it. Or maybe even compensate by baking a little bit longer even. But I really would like to have, see me like I got too many cherries right over there, so, you know, I'm gonna move them around. I mean, if you're the cook, you can do that if you want to, you know. Even it looks better, if nothing else. I'm gonna shove that in that oven right there, and we'll look at it after in about an hour. Exactly 1 hour, looking straight head on the clock. 1 hour has went by. While that hour was going by, I finished up this rice right here. And all that is that there rice that we cooked earlier. And I put a half a stick of butter in yonder and let it melt real good. And I put 2 big old handfuls of that there cane sugar. I done put it in there and stirred it up. I'll show you what we're going to do with that. The resistant or whatever that word is, you know, is right in here. Let's get that out of there. Now this right here is going on 1 hour and 1 minute. Might as well stand that and that there in the state fair. Don't matter who baked it. That's a pretty decent looking cherry coconut bread pudding. I'm going to let that cool for about 5 minutes. We'll serve it up there. You know, that's pretty good right there. I think we'll just serve it up just like it is. It's, oh, that's pretty decent. When it comes to bread pudding and it don't stick to your dish like that, I mean, that's pretty good all the way around, you know. Oh, I should let it cool a little bit, but, and you know, I have the patience to do that. In the meantime, I'll show you what we're going to do. Just in beautiful ornament. There's this rice right here. What we're going to do, we're going to take that rice right there. That's that sweetened rice. And we're going to put some right down in the bottom, a pretty decent amount. Oh, it's going to be good. And I saved these right here away the other day just for this dish right here. This right here, that's them crushed pineapple. And let's put a really good size right over here in the corner. Them crushed pineapples. I mean, you're going to say, oh, well, why do we need them in there? Just take my word for it as the chef here. Put your pineapples in there. Move on. Wow, if you could only smell this. I'm just saying. The addition of them water chestnuts is what sets this apart. Let's just serve this one right here. And I'd like to have the other one to match up on that other side over there. Oh, it's hot. Like right over here. Very good. You know, we probably ought to pull a chair out to enjoy this. Cherry coconut bread pudding. Cherry coconut bread pudding. 4 English muffins, a couple of handfuls of sugar, some salt, imitation vanilla flavor, and maraschino cherries. Not to forget those water chestnuts, diced, eggs. And you know, occasionally you quote the Bible as you would quote Shakespeare, even. I think the Bible says we'll all be provided for in our own needs. And today I needed a couple of extra eggs, and I was provided with 3 eggs. The 2 I needed and 1 for later. You know, but let's get that cherry right there. I hate to start out with a cherry like that on the get-go. Most of the time I go for a pineapple. Right over here. I'm just saying. The bread part. The pudding part. I mean, this recipe right here is tried and true. You put it in that oven at 360 degrees for 1 hour. Turn the pan about midways. Just make a circle in you halfway around in your oven. And forget about it. You end up with this right here. And then rice down in there. Don't forget that rice. Let's say, I'll tell you something. Oh man, that was good. I got one of them water chestnuts. That's what it was. I beckon you. Try this. Man. Thanks. Enjoy. Pass it on.